Welcome to this video on performing a cloning validation in Geneious Prime. To fully leverage the cloning validation automation, ensure you use a consistent file naming convention. Reads must have the same number of parts in the same order with reference names similarly structured. Include a part indicating the clone identity and a part that matches between reads and reference names. Begin by selecting all your reads and the reference you want to validate against, then go to Cloning Validation. Geneious may automatically detect references. If not, you can manually assign them by selecting them and clicking Actions, Convert Reads to References. Alternatively, simply drag and drop into the reference area. You can also add sequences that are not currently in the viewer by selecting the plus button. To group your reads into clones, select each pair individually, then choose Actions, Group Selected, or group them automatically by clicking Group Reads into Clones in the three-dot menu or the top button. Then, in the new window, specify the part of the read name that signifies the clone. In this example, it is the second part of the naming convention. Next, map each clone or read group to the reference sequence. You can do this manually by dragging the group under the reference. Alternatively, automatically map reads based on the file name by selecting the Map Reads to Reference option and select the part of the name that corresponds to the reference. Once you are happy with the grouping and mapping, click Continue to adjust the validation settings. Here you can configure mapping options, including trimming and mapping sensitivity. The defaults often suffice. After running the cloning validation tool, you will see Geneious has aligned the reads for each clone to their respective reference sequence and indicated any variants in yellow. Expand the reads to view them in detail. Scroll to the start of the sequence and inspect the differences. After assessing the variants, you can manually tick the checkbox to validate individual reads. Alternatively, automate the validation process by filtering the results. For example, filter to show only reads without variants, then restrict to a region of interest using the In Entire Construct button. In this case, we will choose Part of Construct and CDS for annotation type. You can see the filtered reads don't show any variants within the CDS region. Now you can use Actions and mark all shown reads as valid. Similarly, you can filter to view reads with variants and mark them as invalid. Once happy with the validations, click Save. The document table now contains the assemblies of each clone with their assembly reports. There are also new metadata columns for validation. Finally, you can export the document table with associated validation metadata as a CSV or TSV file by selecting the reads and going to Export, Export Documents. Select the fields you want to export, then click OK. And that's how you perform a cloning validation in Geneious Prime. To learn more, visit geneious.com.